Hey there, I'm Kelley Norton. I'm known as the AZ Realty Lady, and I'm a Valley native and a real estate agent of over 20 years right here in the Valley. And I wanted today to kind of answer one of the questions that I get a lot. A lot of people just kind of want to know what the price range is that they will qualify for based on a certain income amount. So what I'm going to do today is actually bring a lender on. His name is Jay Clayton with Academy Mortgage, and I will bring him onto the video today. And we're going to have some open dialogue with him so that he can help give you an idea at different income brackets what you would qualify for your new home. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hi, I'm Kelley Norton, your AZ Realty Lady at EXP Realty. Count on me for all things Arizona real estate. All right, so I'm here with Jay Clayton as promised, and I will let Jay introduce himself really briefly, and then we'll kind of just start chatting about what you might qualify for at different income brackets. So Jay, take it away.
Hey, good morning, Kelley. Thanks for having me. Jay Clayton with Academy Mortgage. Look forward to answering any questions you have.
Perfect. So I got to ask you a question. Is that bat there to like beat people straight if they don't do what you tell them to do?
Of course.
I need to get myself one of those. I definitely have the fridge, but the bat is a nice touch. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. So one of the common questions, and I know you get this a lot too, if you're, just out at happy hour, you're out with friends and people say, hey, this is how much I make. What do I qualify for? And I think that a lot of people think it's just based on income. We get this question a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into it. So you have your debt, then you have your income, and there's credit that plays into it. There's savings and assets that play into it. So there's a lot more to the qualification picture than just your income. But I know that that's something that weighs heavily on people's mind. Well, what would be kind of a ballpark? So Jay, if somebody made, let's say 50,000 and they had just kind of the typical car payment or typical debt, and this was, one home they're buying, they don't already own a home. So maybe a first time homeowner or someone that's purchased something in the past and already sold it. So they don't currently own a home. They have a car payment. If you can just kind of like throw together something for us, and sorry to put you on the spot, but I'm kind of good for that. So, but maybe at 50,000, like what would that look like just as an estimate? Now, guys, again, this is everyone's qualification can look completely different. So if it's a W-2 employee or if it's a 1099 employee, very, very different. So let's say a W-2 employee with a car and normal kind of debt of what you see with a 50,000 income annually.
Perfect. No, those are great questions. And I have some numbers put together for you. The easiest way to explain it to clients is on a conventional loan, your total debt to income ratio can never exceed 50% of your monthly qualifying income. So on $50,000 per year of income, divide that by 12, comes out to like 4166 per month for qualifying income. So if you take 4166 per month, divide that by 2, which is your 50% debt to income ratio, that comes out to like $2,083. And obviously everybody has different debts. So we'll just kind of use just an example here. An average car payment of say roughly $300 a month and some credit card payments. And it just goes off the minimum payment, not your total balance. So a minimum credit card payment might be maybe $100 per month. So we'll use like $400 per month of total debt. So if we have $2,083 a month to work with to stay under 50% debt to income ratio, and $400 per month of debts, that'll leave you with about $1,683 per month to qualify for a mortgage. And obviously that will translate to about $240,000 or so financed amount, not necessarily purchased amount. And I'm using, a 5.5% interest rate, which is about average right now, depending on credit score. And I'm also using about $300 per month for property taxes and insurance and HOAs. Obviously, there's a lot of variables, so that could be a little high or a little low. But roughly, I would say right around $240,000 financed amount based off of $50,000 a year income.
Okay, perfect. So, and again, that is financed amount. So if somebody's putting a down payment down, then just to give you the best idea, just kind of add that to it, and then that will get you to the purchase price that would be what you'd be shopping for.
Correct.
Perfect. Okay, and you said that you did have like an estimated taxes and HOA and everything in there too.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. And then I want people to understand as well that they don't count your utility bill as your debt. But if you're buying a home that has solar, the whole solar thing, if you're buying a home that has solar and it's leased solar, this is actually going to go towards your debt. So it's going to be weighed in. So if you only qualify for that, 1,683, what that figure was, then you actually have to qualify for that payment on the solar in that total as well. Right, Jay?
That is correct. Yep. It's as if you were taking on a new debt, such as a new car payment, so to speak.
Yes. So remember that when you're seeing listings come over from your agent, that the homes with the solar, you're going to qualify just a little bit differently. And if you're a seller watching this is why it's important. Make sure that your agent knows how to, really market that solar the right way. Because if we're only marketing to buyers that are just barely going to qualify for your price point, then there's probably not going to be room there for those buyers to qualify with the solar. So it's really important that your home gets marketed to the masses to make sure that you have as much exposure on your listing as possible to find that buyer that can qualify for both. So perfect. So let's throw out another income amount, Jay, just to help, maybe someone that makes a little bit more than that, just give them a feel too. And let's
absolutely. Let's use $75,000 a year. I have that set up as well.
Okay.
So $75,000 a year income, and that could be one person making $75,000 a year, or two people that combined make $75,000 a year if they're both on the loan together. It's total qualifying income for that loan. So $75,000 per year of income comes out to like $62.50 per month for income. And once again, we're going to use 50% debt to income ratio, which will come out to $31.25 per month. So we have to keep all of our expenses, including the mortgage payment, credit cards, car payments, below $31.25. So if we use the same debts, $31.25 as our 50% debt to income ratio, minus our $400 for our car and our credit card bills, that'll leave us with about $27.25 to qualify for a mortgage. Now, $2,725 will get you probably roughly around a $425,000 loan amount. Once again, that's using a 5.5% interest rate and just assuming about $300 per month in property taxes and insurance. And once again, that homeowners or HOA fees may bring that up or down a little bit, as well as possibly solar.
Yes.
But we're looking at roughly like $425,000 in purchase price.
Okay, so somebody was doing like 10% down, and guys, you can qualify for things that are less. There's some varying factors there, but that's where you need to have a conversation with Jay and kind of really see where you're at. But you don't need 10% down to qualify. But I'm just going to use 10% down to throw that out there. So somebody did 10% down, then they'd be like in that 460, 470 range, somewhere in there.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we don't try and have Kelley do math off the fly. So yes. Okay, perfect. So that kind of gives them an idea of 75,000 is their income, 425 loan amount, and then whatever they put on top for down payment. But if they were doing 10% down, it would put them in that 460, 470 range.
Correct.
And again, like HOA, like we said, HOA, solar, a lot of these things are different. But the lender is not going to be looking at your utility payment the same as they don't look at what you put in your car for gas. But if it's solar and it's leased, then that would be factored in. But if it's owned solar, then that is not counted in as long as there's no balance owed on it. So a lot of people say, well, the solar is owned, but there's still an outstanding balance on it. So as long as it's owned and it's paid off solar, then it is not counted in towards the debt of that borrower.
That's correct.
Perfect. All right. Well, I hope that that helped everyone. And again, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Kelley Norton. I'm known as the AZ Realty Lady, and I help people that look to buy or sell real estate right here in Phoenix. And I'm a Valley native and a real estate agent of over 20 years. And Jay and I are here to help. So if you are kind of wondering what you might qualify for, then just give me a call. I'll put you in contact with Jay and we'll be able to get things going for you. It doesn't cost you anything to get pre-qualified. And a lot of people think that just having a phone conversation with a lender is pre-qualifying. Listen, if they haven't, grabbed your tax information and your pay stubs and all of that, your pre-qualification is worth nothing when you're making an offer. So you want to make sure that you actually have sent everything in and had it all verified and looked at, because I'm sure Jay can speak on this. A lot of times people think that they make a certain amount, but what they actually show is completely different. So if you're just having a verbal conversation, especially with these online lenders, it is not going to be the clear picture. So often, people will come to me and say, hey, yeah, I've been pre-qualified. And then they send me over something that's just an email that says, here's the amount you can look up to, but nothing's been verified. So Jay is actually going to verify everything and let you know if there's anything that you need to work on. That way you are absolutely ready to make that offer. Because in this market, if you're not ready and you find a home, you don't have a day to get pre-qualified. You've got to put that offer in yesterday. So yeah. So anyhow, feel free again. My number's on the screen here. So reach out, and I hope you liked the video. Subscribe to the channel, comment, let us know if there's any other price points you need, help with, or if you have any questions for Jay or I, comment here. We'll definitely get back to you, and click the bell. You'll be notified when I put up new videos. Take care. Have a great day. And thanks so much, Jay. I really appreciate you being here.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
All right. Take care, guys.